Good day, I'm Anton Olivier. I refer to this second draft National CRVS Strategy for Uganda of 19 February 2021. The purpose is for all participants to guide them to complete, especially the scorecards, referring you to our strategy map. First of all, the four themes we've agreed upon. Theme A, enabling environment. Theme B, increased demand and behavior change. Theme C, functional, efficient, and integrated registration. And theme D, quality vital statistics. The objectives we have selected are these three objectives in theme A. Theme B has got these three objectives, theme C 2, and also theme D 2. In total, we have 10 objectives. And as you remember, we said that we formulated the strategy by going from the vision on top to agreeing on the themes, and then specific objectives in the blue bubbles, and then below the themes, and then under each objective, there are initiatives at the bottom to achieve those objectives. And on the top, we see that from the vision, we formed the themes, and each theme there are, in our case, 2 or 3 objectives. And to achieve that SMART objective, we have to do certain initiatives. And that is now illustrated in the scorecard. This is a simplified scorecard. On the left-hand side, you'll find the objective details, and on the right-hand side, the initiative details. So on the left-hand side, we say what we want to achieve. We have to be very clear what we want to achieve. We describe our objective, and to make it SMART, specific, measurable, agreed to, realistic, and time-bound, we agree on performance indicators. And for every performance indicator, there will be a baseline and targets, annual targets. And to achieve that, if we, on the left-hand side, are very sure what we want to achieve, we agree on the right-hand side, what are the initiatives, what we have to do. Initiative can be a project, a program, or an activity to achieve that objective. So in this case, we have 2 performance indicators with annual targets, and we've got 4 initiatives. And every initiative has a responsible person, and any initiative also we have to do a cost estimate for the 5-year period, and then in the scorecard we will put a cross in the years it will happen. So if we make a cross in year 1 and 2, and I put 1,000 there, then I assume that there will be 500 in year 1 and 500 in year 2 required. So just to note, there's single accountability for an objective, and every initiative also has a single responsibility. So this, going a little bit more in detail, in our format, we will be using, on top, we will find the name of the objective. Below that, a brief description of the objective. Then a broad strategy of how we're going to achieve that objective. And then accountable, preferably one organization will take accountability to achieve this objective. And then on the left-hand side, we make this objective SMART by means of 1 or 2 or 3 or more performance indicators. We always want to keep the number of performance indicators limited, because these have to be measured every quarter in our case. So for every performance indicator, there must be a baseline. Where are we now? That we express a performance indicator in terms of a number, an index, a percentage, a value, or a monetary value. So the baseline is where are we now, and where do we want to go every year? So sometimes the target increases, sometimes the target reduces, depending on what the performance indicator is stating. And then on the right-hand side, we list all our initiatives with all the details. Let me take you now to the scorecard in the document. Then we can be more specific. All right, we are now in the document, the second draft, let us take an example of objective 4, which is part of theme B. Now you'll see here on top there, the name of the objective. And then the next section there is a description of what we mean with that objective. To describe basically, the objective name is improved public awareness, perception, and knowledge. So basically we describe that it includes those main points: to improve public awareness and knowledge, to address cultural and religious beliefs, and to motivate and mobilize individuals and communities. So, and then the next step is, on the strategy, is the broad strategy is how we want to achieve that objective. And then the next is accountable. There is a single accountability, in this case, NERA. On the left-hand side then, how do we measure whether we've achieved this objective? How are we going to measure this? So, no, this is a tough one to measure. We haven't yet finalized that. So the one indicator that was proposed was a level of public awareness, perceptions, and knowledge as measured by a survey opinion. So that could be an index or percentage. So we have to define what is the baseline and what will be want to be our annual targets from 21, which is year 1, and to 25 is year 5. So there could be other more performance indicators. Then on the right-hand side, what are the initiatives? What are the things that we have to do to achieve that objective? To achieve this objective as measured by these performance indicators and target. So, for example, we design and conduct annual surveys is one. A single responsibility, NERA. We always keep it, we try to keep it single responsibility, because that institution will take responsibility for doing this project. Not typically the project manager. On the key support, there could be more than one. There could be public sector stakeholders, private sector stakeholders, universities, development partners can also be put in here. But keep it to key support, that this is really the team that will be doing each initiative. So the initiative, remember, is a program, a project, or an activity. We normally keep it on program level or project level. Then we indicate when that will happen. In this case, if we want to have annual surveys, there will be an annual survey. Say, for example, and then we have to put in a cost estimate. Remember, it's in millions of Uganda shillings. So if we want to put in say 500 million there, that will mean basically there will be, the cost will be 100 million for year 1, 100 million for year 2. So remember, in millions, so 500 million, for example. Let us take another example of objective 6. Let us scroll down to objective 6 in the other theme C, I think. Yes, that is now in theme C, functional, efficient, and integrated registration. The name of the objective is increased and improved civil registration points of civil registration officers. So that is a description of the objective. So we basically say, we mean by, there are two elements: to improve access to CRP, civil registration points, by means of more CRPs, but also we can improve current facilities. So again, the strategy is just summarizing that. We provide more and better CRPs at health facilities, institutions, etc., based on a proper assessment. That is our broad strategy. In this case, we normally want a single accountability, but because we're talking about marriages as well as births and deaths, we have to put in both of them, NERA and URSB. On the left-hand side, 1 or 2 performance indicators with their targets. Yeah, we have to start with the A there. So, for example, the percentage of sub-counties providing CRPs, we can say, for example, by 2025, we want all sub-counties to have self-registration points for birthdays and marriages. So we have to determine where are we now? Are we now at 10%, 20%, and how are we going to increase it annually? So that will be our target. And also we have to have a measure for CRP's, self-registration points at health facilities, that we also can measure it. So these are ways we make our objectives smart, specific, measurable. After we've done this, we know what to achieve. We go to the right-hand side to say, but what are the initiatives? What are the projects, programs we have to do to achieve that? In this case, first of all, we assess the number of and quality of self-registration points in Uganda. We have to do a proper gap analysis and to determine the needs. That is an initiative to be driven by NERA and URSB. Okay, again, we prefer to have one single responsibility. Perhaps we can still make it one, but then there can be key support. For example, in this case, some of the key support stakeholders. And we want to do it in the year 1 and 2. We have to determine a cost estimate for that still. So remember, it is in millions. So the next one is to increase this number of self-registration points. And then another initiative will be to, number 3, to improve the facilities, current facilities. So different initiatives. So many of these initiatives are listed. You have to refine. I think this is just a draft to refine the wording of these initiatives, that they can, that is clear. It is not too long, but it's descriptive enough. But that that we identify then a single responsibility, preferably key support, a cost estimate for the 5 years. Remember, it's a total cost estimate for the 5 years. And remember, an initiative can happen in 1 year. It could be 2 years. In this case, all 5 years. In that case, for example, 1 year. So I hope this I trust this will help you to complete these scorecards and prepare you for the workshop we have planned for the 17th and 18th of March. Thank you.